What's up? So, first episode. I've been thinking how to start, how to kick off with this, and I think I need to share with you, what was happening in my school, why I wasn't the most exemplary student, and I remember it really well. Like I really felt like since I was a kid, I heard from the side, you're so smart, you're so pretty, or whatever, are so capable of doing whatever you want, in your life. And you go to the school, and you suddenly realize that everything they teach you is just, I just didn't get it. It's very hard. It was very hard for me to understand at 15 of age, like choose my future career, which I had no idea what to do. I wanted to go to the hotel school. I wanted to be a bartender, obviously, because I'm quite showman. And my parents told me, no, 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 you're going to be architect. I'm not like, saying, oh, my parents screw me up. No, nothing like this. I went through the systems or the examinations of like psychologists, and they said, okay, he's got like 3D view, perspective, visualization, mathematics, everything goes very well with it. So he should proceed career with this on this path. So anyway, I never understood why my teachers, especially in the primary school, are comparing me to other people. Like, hey, why are you not doing the way he's doing it? And it was just very frustrating for me. Have you ever heard it when someone is telling you, oh, why you're not like him or her? Like they're so blah blah blah. It just pissed me off every time when I heard it. And since you are in the puberty, you just want to smack those people in the head. But they're adult, they know more. So this is not the best example how you should, especially in the education, like in the school, how you should treat the kids. Don't compare even your kids. Don't compare those kids to each other because they will just hate each other. All right. Um, Another thing is I was always questioning my teachers, about certain things like how are we gonna use it in the future life, because I never felt like it's important to know these things when I knew what my parents are doing or even what other adults were doing, and I didn't find it, in the practical world. We are talking right now about a primary school, and after like it's like you raise your hand, you ask the question, and if it's stupid, they will tell you wrong. Or if you are writing an exam and you got a C or D or F, that means that you're stupid. And it's like that there is a. It was creating self conflict within myself, which I didn't know, which I didn't understand at that time. Where okay, so if I hear from my parents, from I don't know, the environment I'm into, from my friends, that I'm so smart. Why am I so dumb in school? I just didn't get it. I couldn't find interest into studying. I felt like education itself, like the concept of smashing data in my head to prepare myself for an exam and then forget about it. And in the end of the year, there is like grand exam, and they will they will check if you were really teaching yourself. I just didn't understand. Later on, I understood, because it's basically the concept is make you to make you like a robot. Okay, you will get taught something, and with that, you are not allowed to ask any questions. And if you are wrong, you're wrong, and fucking deal with it. All right. So it felt very stupid to me. And then when I get to the secondary school, and I kind of wanted to switch from being the clown of the class, but I couldn't help myself. I'm just freaking showman. And I switched. The first year, I failed. I failed after first year, so I repeated a year, and I get to this school. I was there 3 years. I was studying in 2 years of semester, or not semester. It's a secondary school. What the fuck am I talking about? And After that, I realized that this school is not for me, constructions. I had a couple of conflicts with different teachers for different reasons, which I didn't understand, and I felt just stupid. And at that point, I was in puberty, and I heard so many times like, "Yeah, you should do this and you should do that." I absolutely hated sentence like, "You should do this. You should be more relaxed. You should be more patient. You should study. You should be good." But no one ever explained me why. Like why should I do that? That was my problem. And I can tell you some stories if you jump on my stream. Some of the stories I had with some teachers. It's ridiculous, man. So anyway, I spent 3 years in this, and it was a construction school, and then I switched to another one which was way easier, way easier, and I just went through the 4 next years. So it took me, I think. Wait, is it possible? I thought it's 6 years. It was 6 years. I'm definitely sure it was 6 years. I wanted a secondary school instead of four. This is in Czech. This is an educational system. You go to 4 years for the secondary school, and then you can go work or you can go to university. So I spent 6 years, and after that, when I get up from the school, I would tell you what, like the first 2 years in that school, in the first school I attended, I used all the experience for this school the whole 4 years. So it was just very chilled, and even the environment was very very relaxed, very cool, very cool. Like I didn't have so much problems to learn these things, and I just remember the last graduational exam I get. Do you have these people in the classroom where they just take the right question every time? I literally I didn't get ready. I don't know how I passed, but I passed. I think some of the teachers, they were just like, "Oh, just let him go." Jesus Christ! Like I remember correctly. I was talking to some of my teachers like, "Just let me go." For example, there is a one subject, geodesy. Oh my God, man! That that's a dead subject to me. It was so boring. I couldn't pass it, but I explained my teacher like, if you let me just pass, because she always told me like, "Hey, you're such a smart guy, sharp, like why don't you teach yourself?" I was like, I can't. It's like this is so like I can't just do it. It's so boring. I couldn't. And unfortunately, this is the way I am. If it's something that is not at all interesting to me, I can't force myself to do it. I just can't. And she was so nice to let me go with it. And with that, when I finished the school, I was kind of looking, for what to do. And that's I think another story for maybe next session, right? Yeah. So after I finished the secondary school, um, uh, yeah, this is where the story actually begins. In the meantime, by the way, when I was studying, um, I had, I think, two jobs in the warehouse, and I was just dealing, like studying, school, sometimes work and party, obviously, right? Check, man, check people partying the best they can. So after that, I will tell you, what I was doing, and what kind of jobs I was looking for, and yeah, with that, I think that's good. That's good. The maybe like the final perspective from this, why I'm sharing you with these guys, is I don't think that these days the education they are teaching, or the education system they teaching us, is just so old fashioned, and I think it's not gonna work. Like, why do they teach you? Like, do you remember the IT class, for example? The teacher was teaching you how to create email and how to send that email. Like, are you fucking serious? Today, that 7 years old kid, they know better about the mobile phones and internet than you do, and those people are kind of intrigued, or they should push you into technology world, and these people should show you, the passion, like, okay, this is the internet, this is the IT, blah blah blah, this is what you can do. And instead of that, they are teaching you how to create email and how to move, whatever, how to create image. I was just like, come on, man. So I think that I've made my point, and I don't know, guys. I don't know what you think about it. Just let me know in the comments if it's on YouTube. Do it should be on YouTube.